Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Dr. Sajjad's Academy. If you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe my channel and do not forget to hit the bell icon to get the notifications on my latest videos. Thank you. My dear students, welcome back. In my previous videos, I had started hire purchase system, and with that hire purchase system, we could understand different concepts, and like we had calculated interest amount, then principal amount, and then we had created different ledger accounts after preparation of different journal entries, and then we prepared those ledger accounts, and we had pass those journal entries into their respective ledger accounts. Now today I am going to take up one more problem here for calculation of cash price. But before that, my dear students, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe so that you can understand the concepts of this subject I am talking about here, financial accounting. I have been consistently uploading videos on different subjects. HRM is there, economics is there, financial management is there, principles of management is there. And to understand this at the hire purchase system concept properly, please do watch my previous videos on hire purchase system. So let us continue with the problem here. On 1st of Jan 2015, one asset was acquired on hire purchase system, payable rupees 1000 on signing the contract. So 1000 was paid as the advance on signing the contract, and the remaining was to be paid in 3 installments. The remaining amount was paid in how many installments? It was paid in 3 installments, including interest at 5% per annum. Now if we see here, the installments are like at the end of the year, each year on 31st 12 15, first installment is paid up 1150. On 31st 12 16, now we are paying the second installment 1100, which is the second installment. Then on 31st 12 2017, third installment is paid off 1050 rupees. So what we have to do here, we have to calculate the cash price here, right? So let us go for the solution. So for calculation of cash price here, the steps are in a backward way. We are going to make some backward steps so that we can find out the actual cash price of the asset. Fine. Now if we see here, the third installment is paid on the 31st 12 2017, right? And the amount is how much? 1050 rupees. So this amount 1050 rupees, it includes principal amount and interest of 5%, which is given here in the problem. So it includes 5% of interest rate as well as the principal amount. Now we say, let us suppose the principal amount is 100 rupees. If we say the principal amount is 100 rupees, we are going to assume here, let us say the principal amount is rupees 100, right? If principal is how much? 100 rupees. Now if we charge interest rate of 5% on this 100 rupees, what would be the interest? It will be 5 rupees. So interest would be rupees 5, right? How many rupees it will be? It will be 5 rupees. Fine. Therefore installment would be how much? Installment would be rupees 105. Am I right? Now we say if the installment is how much? The third installment is of rupees 1050, right? Then for the installment of rupees 105, the interest will be how much? the interest will be 1050 divided by 105 into 5. Am I right? So the total interest will be here how much? If we divide 1050 by 105 into 5 comma, we are going to get interest of rupees how much? We are going to get interest of rupees 50. When interest is rupees 1, when interest is 50 rupees, installment is 1050, then principal amount will be how much? Principal amount is equal to 1000 rupees. Simple, right? Because we know installment is equal to principal plus interest. Installment is given 1050, right, is equal to principal is not given, plus interest is how much? Interest is 50 rupees, and hence we are going to get principal of 1000 rupees. So we can make it like this: installment is equal to principal plus interest. Installment is 1050 is equal to principal plus this, right, principal plus 50 rupees of interest. It is, now we are going to take this 50 rupees from RHS to LHS. It is 1050 minus 50 is equal to principal amount, right, principal amount. So principal amount is equal to how much now? 1000 rupees, right? Very good. And hence we can say the principal of rupees 1000 is the outstanding balance as on 31st/12/2016. That is how much? 1000 rupees. This is the first step. Now we have step second. The amount of 1000 rupees which we just calculated outstanding as on 31st/12/2016, and the second installment paid on that day will be the gross amount, that is 2100 rupees. Now you see here we have calculated here only this amount, which is that 1000. This is the outstanding balance as on 31st/12/2016, and the second installment which is paid on that day. What is the second installment which is paid on that day? It is what? 1100. Am I right? 1100. So the gross amount is how much? 1100 plus 1000. Fine. And this is equal to 2100, but it includes the interest of 5% for the 1 year. For that particular year, it includes the interest rate of how much? 5%. Let us do it. So this is what it is here. That is the outstanding balance of 1000 as on 31st/12/2016, and the second installment which is paid on that day will be the gross amount of 2100 rupees. That is second installment is 1100, and the outstanding balance of that year is 1000 rupee, which we just calculated, and this 2100 includes interest of 5% for this year, right? So we are going to calculate what is the interest amount here for that year. Now this 2100 divided by 105 into 5 is equal to how much? 100 rupees. So this is the interest for this year. How much? 100 rupees. Now here our interest rate is how much? 1000 rupees. Interest amount is 1000 rupees, right? And our gross amount is how much? 2100 rupees. If we deduct this 100 rupees from this, we are going to get 2000, and this 2000 is what? This is the principal amount, right? This is the principal amount here. Or we can say this 2000 rupees is the outstanding balance as on 31st/12/2015. Am I right? And hence we can write down rupees 2000 is the outstanding balance as on 31st/12/2015. Now we have the third step here. Now if we see the balance, the outstanding balance of the year to the previous year, that is on 31st/12/2015 was how much? It was 2000 rupees, and the installment, the first installment which is paid on 31st/12/2015 is how much? 1150, and hence the gross amount here will be how much? 2000 plus 1150, and hence the gross amount is how much? The gross amount is 3150. What it includes here? this includes interest for 1 year, right? Therefore, the interest included in the first installment would be how much? So we are going to calculate that. Now if we see here, the interest amount here is, this is the gross amount, 3150 divided by 105 into 5 is how much? Rupees 150. So this 150 is the interest amount for, which is, it is the interest amount in the first installment. It is included there, and hence this is the outstanding balance as on 31st, not 31st, it will be on 1st of Jan 2015, right? After the payment of rupees 1000 as advance, right? So this would be the outstanding balance, right? This 3000 rupees, and along with that, if we see here, 1000 is paid as the advance payment. This is the advance which is paid here, 1000, and the cash balance on 1st of Jan 2015 is how much? 3000. Now if we see what is the cash price of the asset, it would be this 1000 rupees which is paid as advance, and 3000 rupees which is the cash balance as on 1/1/2015. Hence we can say what? Hence we can say the cash price is rupees 4000 then, because 3000 is balance and 1000 is the advance which is paid. That means 4000 is the cash price of the asset, right? Thank you. Hello friends, if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.